Yo, okay. So I've been waiting to watch this film. I've been waiting to watch this film for a long time. And I will say, right, 2023, there's been these films that have been spoken about, and you watch them. Some of these films, they've been a letdown. They have been a letdown. But Rye Lane, yo, this film made me so fucking happy. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Right? This is the feature directorial debut from Raine Allen-Miller, and she has rocked it. She's killed it with this. Trust me, people. Trust me. It is written by Nathan Bryon and Tom Melia. The film is produced by we got Yvonne Ismeme Isabel, Damian Jones. It's executive produced by Eva Yates, Charles Moore, Sophie Meyer. We got Christine Irvin, Paul Grindy, Rose Garnett. It's associate produced by Hashim Azaraf, Nathan Bryon, Tom Melia, and Ira Afia Upon. Apologies for that butchering. It's line produced by Alistair Mitchell and Win Mensch Labi. Yeah. So music was handled by Q's. Olan Colladi was on cinematography. Victoria Boydell edited the piece. Kamal Cochran was on the casting. Anna Rhodes production design. Set decoration was Jesme Hadfield. Costume design is Cynthia Lawrence John. Hair and makeup, we have Bianca Simone Scott, Nidinen, and Nidinen. Right, so our cast. Well, people, we have got Yaz, played by Vivian Oparah, and Dom, played by David Jonsson. Yeah, Johnson. There's Kaz, who is the glue with them both, is played by Poppy Allen-Quarmby. We have got Nathan, played by Simon Mayonda. Alex, played by Alex Blake, played by Alex Blake. Right. Levi Roots is Dom's uncle. Sorry, is Yaz's uncle. Yeesh. We have got Gia, played by Karin Peter. Eric, played by Benjamin Sarpong-Broni. We have got, man, there's a lot of people. Jules, played by Malcolm Attenborough. Tabby, Alice Hukin. Janet, Marva Alexander. Tanis is Luella Gideon. Peter, Gary Beadle. Big Trev is Delroy Brown. And Mona is Amari Douglas. Amanda is Yasmin Al-Qadari. Louis Aranchetti. And that's the main lot of peoples, I would say. Oh, Dom's mum and dad is Andrew Francis and Sandra Daly. Um, mm, mm, mm. Oh, so a young Yaz is played by Ilea Ibzabu. Yeah, all right, there we go. Now, the gist of the flick is this, right? We have two strangers who have a chance encounter after having both been through recent breakups and spend the day getting to know each other. So, yeah, people, Rye motherfucking Lane, people, my lane, right? And as I said, Raine Allen-Miller has, man, she has captured this really just joyous thing here. It's so much fun. I smiled nearly all the way through this film. I say nearly all the way through the film because there is a little bit of a sad moment. Does get a little bit sad, and then I'm smiling again. Right? You watch so many films. You watch so many films, and a lot of the times, like, you're appreciating the craft, right? You're appreciating some acting, but there's only so many films where everything seems to come together in this harmonious, just joyful expression. And Rye Lane is one of those films, people. It's one of those films. I'm like, just the vibrancy of everything we're seeing. And then it's the interactions, right? Interactions are king for me. You feel me? Because there's a lot of times we watch these things and it's just like, it doesn't feel real. Doesn't feel real. Now, this is, you know what I mean? Just over the top expression of, you know, in a chance encounter in a way, right? But there is some straight realness with this. You know, like, there's just this part in the art gallery, and Dom is with his friend, right? With his friend, Nathan. And he's like, yeah, they're talking, and then Nathan's like, "You good?" And he's just like, "What?" And Nathan's just like, "Nah, stop, stop. You know what? I need to go and speak to other people, right? Because I know you were gonna." And you're just like, you laughed, right? You laughed. But there is that thing about that interaction where sometimes, right, some people can be mad draining. And you know what I mean? Like, you're trying to be nice and you're talking and you do care. But yeah, kind of like, I can't go down that road right now, right? I'm in a good mood. I need to stay here. So that's the great thing about this, man. And at the start, no spoiler, right? At the very start, when Yaz and Dom first meet, right? It's now, I'm imagining, like, yo, have you ever been into the toilets and you've heard someone just in a bad situation? I'm gonna say a bad situation. I ain't talking about bad guts here, people. I'm talking about someone being upset, right? It's either like crying or they're having a mad argument, right? Mad feelings are being expressed, right? And you know, like, you might make a noise or something, and it's just like, yeah, a private conversation here, or and it's just like, yo, you're in public. Right? You're in public. There's nothing private about what you are doing. So when that scene, ah, again, you're just smiling, right? You're just smiling because it's just like, that's so fucking true. That's so true. It is, it it's really right. There's a film that I mean, there's so many films that I really like, right? Which this kind of, you know what I mean, encapsulates in a part, right? There's In Search of a Midnight Kiss, right? The Before trilogy, right? The first film, Before Sunset, or is it Before Sun? I get those mixed up. I forget. I think it's Before Sunrise. Yeah, of course, because the train and boat. It's Before Sunrise, right? And it's just that meeting, and then they're walking around and they're just conversating, and it's just there's something about it. The same with In Search of a Midnight Kiss and Rye Lane. That's what that is, right? It's these two people, right, navigating this day and this situation together, and it's a lot of fun, right? Because you're sharing like these little parts of yourself, right? And it's just the way you share, right? But sometimes, right, you're not just going to come out with something, right? You're not going to be like, yeah, so this girl broke my heart, right? No, because you don't know this person. So they have to pull it out of you. They have to prompt you to say certain things, right? And that's the joy of it all. And I like when you have something that plays out, right? What your mind would have done, right? How you want to play something. And that's the fun thing, because especially like the karaoke. I don't know if it really went down like that, but that's how they envisioned it. That's how they saw the situation. And so that's what we get to see. And that there's just a joy and magic to it, right? For a first time director, man, right? What can you say about this film? It's just the way it's been put together. Allen-Miller, she knows when to pull you in, right? With the close up, take you out a bit with the pan. You know what I mean? She's really picked some great angles, great moments when to cut, to extend the scene. She knows how to tell a story. She knows how to tell a story. And the big thing here, right? The big thing here is Jonsson and Oparah's performances. Is without great performances from these two, this film doesn't hold up, right? Because we're basically with them all the time, all the way through. Now we have these other actors. The Terence Trent D'Arby was just, that was just, oh, that was genius. That was genius. And because I will say, right, when they're going and we're hearing the songs and it's just like, yo, what's on my man's iPod? When Terence came out, I'm like, yo, there's no shade to that. That was a great song. That was a great song. Don't cuss that. So that was fun. But yeah, we're with them. And there's these other people that come up, right? We have this other cast and, the exes and all of that. But yeah, it's Dom and Yaz. Dom and Yaz are the glue. They are the things that are holding our attention, right? They're our lighthouse in this story. So they need to give us all those emotions, all those expressions, they have to really just sing to us. And that's what they do. They're a motherfucking orchestra on that screen, baby. They really are. Oh, I love this film. I loved this film. I will say, right? I could not pick a penis out of a blurred photo. And I don't think, even if it's your best friend, I don't think you should be able to spot that. I'm not sure you should be able to see your best friend's blurred penis in a photo, right? And go, oh, that's Wayne. I don't think you should be able to do that. That's kind of odd. Like, I don't think I'm sheltered, right? I don't think I'm sheltered. Oh my god. Oh my god. Woo! Oh man, people, yo, yeah. If you are late to the party like me, go watch Rye Lane now, right? It's on Disney Plus, so there's no excuses, right? Because it will bring joy to your life, right? There's, I mean, look, there has been this thing about a British rom-com, right? Like, now, don't get me wrong. 4 Weddings and a Funeral was a great film. I enjoyed that film. You know, the first Bridget Jones, the first one. The others were trash. But the first one, very good. But it then created this thing where the British rom-com has to be this thing, you know? And look, we don't have to go down that same template all the time, you know? Don't have to do that. So when something like Rye Lane comes along, it just gives you hope, right? It just gives you hope that we have these exciting new voices on the scene who are bringing us like wonderful expressions of, you know what I mean, these concepts that we have seen countless times, but we are now having this new filter put on them, right? This new vibrant filter. So, yo, if there was any reason to go see it, that's why. That's just one of the many great performances. You know what I mean? Great cinematography, great direction, fun, vibrant colors. Some of the gums I ain't down with. Some of the gums I ain't wearing that shit. Right? Dom's outfit at the end. Too much blue for me, son. Too much blue. Like the blonde top or the the blue top or the blue trousers. Fine. Together, no. And especially not checks. Not checks. Not checks. But we do see some fun shit. Do see some fun outfits and all of that. So people, go watch Rye Lane. You will not be disappointed. Try. And when have I ever fucking stirred you wrong? Huh? When? When? Exactly. So go watch it and let me know what you think. Leave a comment, whatever. You know what I mean? Just, yeah, bring some sunshine into your life. Rye Lane, baby.